Contestant number 36, Miss Mid-America, Coppa, Lamé. Good evening, Coppa. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm tangled in my cord. You know, I'm hung over here, you know. There we go. You are our first finalist in the top 10. What we'd like for you to do now for our audience and our judges is please give us a brief biography of yourself, please. Okay? And there'll be a question to follow, okay?
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and judges. My given name is Lamé Leo Tyler III, and my stage name is Coppa Lamé. I was born in Little Rock, Arkansas. I graduated from Parkview High School in 1982. I have 4 sisters, and now they like to play in my dresses, whereas I used to play in theirs. I attended the University of Arkansas at Little Rock, where I began a degree in theater arts with an emphasis on costume designing. I came to Dallas a year ago to start a new life, which I am grateful for. I work at Lucky's Cafe as a waiter. And my goals for the future is to become Miss Gay America, a representative for this system and for the gay community. And if I have exemplified any of these qualities, I ask to privilege me to work with you and for you. Thank you. My name is Vincent.
Thank you, Coppa. What we'd like for you now is to choose an envelope, please. I will open it for you and read it for you and let you read it yourself, okay? Choose, please. Very good, okay. Hold on one second, honey, don't get nervous. I didn't think Valerie Lore could sabotage me this early, but it must be telepathy. Oh, this is fun. Are you nervous yet, honey? Oh. What's so bad is all those envelopes are empty, Bob Gale. Well, she sits here and completely melts away. I'm going absolutely out of my mind at this time.
She's the winner.
Poor thing, poor thing. What in the hell? This is truly embarrassing. I'm going to burn all of this paperwork right now. There. Someone mistakenly made a list and put empty envelopes on the box. You could do a number for us? As much time as it took me to find this list, yes, you probably could have. You'll get your chance to do that momentarily. Thank you for being so patient. Is everyone okay? We're gonna try this again. As Miss Gay America, you have the chance to speak before Congress. What would you say on behalf of Gay America? I'll read it again for you. As Miss Gay America, you have the chance to speak before Congress. What would you say on behalf of Gay America? Good luck.
What I would say on behalf of Gay America is, it's about time that we as gays receive our rights, and not special rights, but human rights, because we pay taxes just as anyone else does. And to elaborate on that, I would be happy to stand before them and let them know that we demand it and we deserve it just as much as they do. Thank you very much.
First finalist, Coppa Lamé. Thank you, Coppa. first alternate to Miss Gay South. This is our 38th contestant, Miss Charity Case. I'd love to, thank you. Good evening, Charity. How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm glad. This is the onstage interview phase of competition for Miss Gay America 1984. Didn't you get it? 84? Slow people. I thought I was... Very good. In 84 you were. This is Charity Case. She's going to do a brief biography for us, and then I have a list of questions, and I will give you a question to follow. Okay? Okay. Good luck.
Thank you, Vicki. Good evening, Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and judges. I'm contestant number 38, Charity Case. Thank you. My given name is Mark Coleman, and my brief biography begins on August 22nd, 1961. When, much to the delight of my parents, Betty and Bucky Coleman, I was born. I was raised on a farm and was a very colorful child, always searching for a stage to perform on. So it only seemed natural that after high school, I went to college and majored in the performing arts. After 6 of some of the best years of my life, I finally graduated with a Bachelor of Music in Vocal Performance. Around this time, I discovered I was not probably going to be the next Pavarotti, and so I decided I wanted to become the next Maria Callas. I saw my first female impersonation show at the same time, and that female impersonator was Melinda Ryder from Kansas City, Missouri. I looked up on that stage and I said, I want to be one of those. So 2 years later, I found myself here at Miss Gay America, and it was in Dallas, Texas. And I'm thrilled to be back here this year. For the past 6 years, I've resided in St. Louis, Missouri, where I work as a female impersonator and also as a florist. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. This is your question. Miss Gay America travels 12 months out of a year. How would this affect your home life, and how would you deal with it? I'll read it again for you. Miss Gay America travels 12 months out of the year. How would this affect your home life, and how would you deal with it? Okay?
Thank you. I think that anyone who's here and is a serious contestant has given that a lot of thought. And I wouldn't be here on this stage tonight if I didn't know that I could handle the situation of traveling for 12 months out of the next year. I've discussed this heavily with both of my roommates that I live with, and I think it would be a wonderful opportunity for me, and I think that everyone that I work with would work for me to be the best Miss America I could be. Thank you.
Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, this is contestant number 38, first alternate to Miss South, Miss Charity Case. Thank you, Charity. Contestant number 39, she is reigning as Miss Mideast, Miss Blair Williams.
Try the podium mic.
I think there's a dumpster right outside. Honey, that dolly has just about had it. Do I look like part of the tech crew? Good God. Excuse me. I vented. I'm better now. Good evening, Blair. How are you?
I'm absolutely wonderful. How are you?
Well, good. Absolutely wonderful. It's a good way to be. What we'd like for you to do at this time is please give us a brief biography of yourself for our judges and our audience, and then there will be a question to follow, okay? Good luck.
Good evening, Dallas. I'm contestant number 39, Blair Williams. My given name is Todd Malden, and 28 years ago, I was born in a small town of Albemarle, North Carolina. I grew up there with my two sisters who spoiled me unmercifully and an old English sheepdog named Shaggy. You can tell as a child creativity was not my strong suit. I graduated from high school in 1983 as the valedictorian of my senior class, and I attended Pfeiffer College, where I graduated in 1987 with a BA degree in English. After a short-lived career as a high school English teacher, I embarked on a retail management career, and I currently work for an insurance company as an accounting consultant. My involvement with female impersonation began at the age of 21, and I have been involved for the last 7 years. I have to tell you, it is both captivating and consuming. Aside from my obvious interest in women's clothing, my hobbies include traveling with my lover, reading, and my favorite pastime is curled up on the sofa in front of the TV with a half-eaten jar of peanut butter. I have to tell you that my most immediate goals are to continue my education and be certified to teach kindergarten through 3rd grade in order to help our nation's young people as a positive role model. But my most immediate goal, and the one that has occupied most of my time, is becoming the next Miss Gay America. I would like to thank you for providing me with a blank canvas, a canvas this week I hope to have illustrated upon a vivid portrait of Blair Williams. Thank you.
Thank you. This is your question, and I'll read it twice for you. Many people speak of their best time in their life, and some refer to it as their finest hour. What has been your finest hour so far, and explain? I'll read it again. Many people speak of their best time in their life, and some refer to it as their finest hour. What has been your finest hour so far, and explain?
Thank you, Vicki. I've had a great many accomplishments in my life, personal accomplishments, of which I am very proud. However, I have to tell you that the thing that I am most proud of is becoming Miss North Carolina 2 years ago. That was my goal as a female impersonator from the onset of my career, as something that I strived for 4 long years before I actually achieved that particular goal. I think my commitment is evident in my pursuit of that title, as it did take me 4 years. I'm not a quitter. That illustrates the fact that I like a challenge, that I can welcome a challenge, and that I can rise to a challenge. Thank you.
Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, this is Blair Williams, the current reigning Miss Mideast. Thank you, Blair. At number 45, the reigning Miss Gay Midwest, Dieta Pepsi. Good evening, Dieta. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you, Vicki?
I'm fine, thanks. At this time, if you do us a big favor and give us a brief biography of yourself, and there'll be a question to follow, okay? Good luck.
Thank you. Oops, sorry. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen judges. I'm contestant number 45, Dieta Pepsi. My real name is Leon Augustus Braxton Jr., and I was born December 31st, 1960, which makes me 32 years old. I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri. I went to college in Drury College in Springfield, Missouri, and majored in accounting, business, and theater, because one day I wanted to open my own musical theater, but because of cuts to the arts, you know, Reagan did that, and that was not made possible. So I went on from there and found a job at City Court Mortgage, working as events and promotions manager for 10 years. And again, because of budget cuts, I was let go. So currently I work as an executive secretary, of course, not in female attire, but in male attire, at Boatman's Union National Bank. As far as female impersonation goes, I've been doing it for the past 5 years. I'm a former Miss Gay Missouri, a former Miss Heart of America, and the current reigning Miss Gay Midwest. But tonight, my goal is to become your next Miss Gay America, and I hope standing before you, I'm not being judged on the size of my body, but the size of my mind and my heart, and that way you all will know the true definition that big is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dieta. This is the question to follow that we have for you now. What do you think about the don't ask, don't tell policy of our military regarding gays in the military? What do you think about the don't ask, don't tell policy of our military regarding gays in the military? Go ahead.
Thank you. Well, those of y'all who were here last year know my views on this. And let me repeat what I said last year, but add a little more. We pay taxes to support our country. We must live by the rules that govern the Constitution of this country. Therefore, we have the right to live and die for our country. Thank you.
Ladies, gentlemen, and judges, this is contestant number 45, the current reigning Miss Gay Midwest, Miss Dieta Pepsi. Thank you, Dieta. We please meet and greet at this time. She is our 47th contestant, vying for the title of Miss Gay America 1994. She is first alternate to Miss Delta States, Miss Jacqueline Devereaux. Good evening, Jacqueline. How are you? Good. This is the portion of our show where you get to speak to our audience and our judges on this microphone. What we'd like for you to do is give us a brief biography of yourself. Then there will be a question to follow, okay? Okay, good luck.
Thanks, Vicki. Good evening. I come to you this evening as an illusion of a woman named Jacqueline Devereaux, created by myself, Darius Cordell Murray, a 24-year-old Aries, born and raised right here in Dallas, Texas. With a mother who I feel is my very best friend and a very loving younger brother, I found it hard to separate myself from them when it was time to go off to college. However, I did move on to Norman, Oklahoma, to attend the University of Oklahoma, where my major is still computer-related mathematics. After going to school for about a year, I decided to slow the pace down and to go to school part-time and to work full-time in order to finance my education. Luckily enough, also within my first year, I met my mate for life, David. He was a low brass player and I was a percussionist in the university marching band when we met. I'm proud to say that in January we'll celebrate our 6-year anniversary. Thank you. In May of 1989, after David and I both agreed, I decided I wanted to become a female impersonator. Within that time, I've had the extreme pleasure of participating in the Miss Gay America pageant for the past 2 years. My first year, everything was pretty much a big shock to me, but my second year I was in pursuit of the crown, so I pulled myself together, and after all was said and done, I ranked 6th out of 59 contestants. Thanks. As I stand here before you, I am still in pursuit of the crown, with more determination than ever, to go back to Norman, Oklahoma as Miss Gay America. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacqueline. I have a question for you. You have the chance to become someone else for a day. Who would you like to be and why? You have the chance to become someone else for a day. Who would you like to be and why?
This is a very serious question to me. When I went to Delta States this past year, I met someone who was very, very special. I didn't really get to talk to them a lot or really know a lot about them, but I'd heard so much about them. And they were very interesting to me, and I saw a lot of what I wanted to be in them. That person is Naomi Sims. Yes. When I looked at her, when I saw her entertain, she gave me energy. She was very positive in everything that she did, and she was an entertainer, and she was very well-rounded and well-educated. That is one person I would like to be for one day, simply for those reasons. Thank you very much.
This is Jacqueline Devereaux, contestant number 47, first alternate to Miss Delta States. Thank you, Jacqueline.